Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, folks of all ages, all sizes, and everybody in between. I hope you're all doing wonderful tonight. Hope you're all greatly enjoying yourselves. A wonderful Thursday here. We are doing some more Elden Ring here tonight. It has been a little bit since I've really done, honestly, like a fair amount of it. So I figured, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's enjoy it. And I figured that would be a fun time tonight. So we're just going to go right into it pretty shortly here, but I hope you're all doing great. We started a new character last night because I am the goofiest of goobers, and really, really, I died to something I never should have ever died to. But well, you see, the thing is, I'm a goober, a goofball, even. So, look, sit on back, get yourselves comfy, get that, get some popcorn, get some Cheetos, some Cheez-Its. I'm actually going to do a quick poll in chat real quickly. What is your favorite snack time food? For me personally, it is Cheez-Its, either baked Cheez-Its or the buffalo wing Cheez-Its, which used to be the hot and spicy Cheez-Its, but it's now technically speaking the buffalo Cheez-Its. So anyways, those are like my personal favorite. They're just so easy, so delightful, and yeah, I vibe with them super hard. But yeah, that'll be the poll in chat real quickly. But in the meantime, get yourselves comfy, get yourself cozy. We're gonna be getting into a stream here pretty shortly, and yeah. Hey Mason, hey Starburst. Oh, it's good seeing you both. I hope you're doing wonderful tonight. Um, I expect answers from the both of you and an essay on why your favorite snack food is your favorite snack food. And if either of you tell me it's pretzels, well, we're gonna have some words, okay? All right. Cheese and crackers or mint ice cream? Oh my goodness. Okay, Starburst, you're perfect. You're perfect. I'm very proud of you. Great job. Great job. And let me ask, for cheese, do you personally lean more towards the sharper cheeses, or is it more of like I forget what it's called. It's not Gruyere. It's more of like a creamy cheese. I'm not a creamy cheese person, honestly. It is not the vibe. I personally love myself like a good sharp cheddar or some Gouda. Typically, when the flavor is a little bit more on the drier and smokier end, I am oh oh my god, I love that cheese so much. It's so good. But yeah, that's usually where my vibe lines. Um, so yeah, let's see here. Give me just a second, folks. I'm sorry. I know it always takes me an extra minute or two here, but I promise you it's completely worth it every single time because we are just making sure everybody knows it is time to get that ball rolling. We love to see it. Okay, you know what that will do us? Let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Alrighty, folks. So, last time we left off, we killed a character, and then we decided to create a brand new character because, well, that is indeed how the randomizer theme works. We currently have a entertaining starting class right now. The starting class of the day was the Wretch, primarily because a subscriber happened to win on the on the very stupid and arbitrary challenge I put out. And so we're doing a challenge right now, and it's challenging, all right. It really fucking is, because we don't really have a good starting weapon. And also, yeah, I don't know what else to say on that front. It's bad. It's a bad time. Cheetos or chicken flavor ramen noodles? Nice. Awesome. Honestly, if I'm gonna say it, I love Cheetos, like I truly do. Mason, when it comes down to it, do you prefer like the chunky, crunchy Cheetos, or do you prefer the light, airy, puffy Cheetos? I think for me, as time has gone on, it's been more of the. Well, this is bad. Well, say goodbye. Shit. Okay, good start to the stream, folks. Deadly is gonna be so disappointed. Anyways, there goes another character down the drain. Don't we love to see it? Ah, uh, okay. Star, that's a clip moment. That right there is a clip moment. That should not have happened. That was really bad. Okay, well, say goodbye to Deadly Lightning, and on to the next character, which brings me on to my next point here. Folks, if you have subscribed to the channel already, then guess what, fuckers? You get to enter a raffle to see if you get to name the next character, which I'm going to go ahead and use a D4 for right now, because I do see currently that we have about 3 people in chat at the moment. So Mason, Starburst, you are both included, and then the other 2 are going to pretty much whoever the last person was to actually subscribe to the channel, which I'll look back at my logs for that. But anywho, let's get right into it. See who's a winner today. Mason and Star, feel free to choose a number. Any number between 1 and 4. Okay? I'm going to take a look at what we have for starting classes and so forth. Oh, right, I'm a moron. Right, I completely forgot. Yeah, I gotta reset the randomizer too while I'm at it. Isn't this fun? Aren't you happy, folks? I'm happy. There we go. Oh, wait, shit. No, that was the wrong option. Son of a bitch. 5, also 3. Wait, what? Mason, buddy, I'm only rolling a D4. Change that number for me if you can, okay? I need something between 1 and 4. Also, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick sippy of my drink here. Because you know what? There's no better time to take a sip of the drink than right now. Luddy! You're here too? Heck! We love a Luddy! Hey, Luddy, how you doing tonight? So, Luddy, take a look at the numbers. Mason, buddy, Star just picked... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to swap to a D6 then. I'm going to swap to a D6, alright? Alright. So, Luddy, here's what we're doing right now because we just lost another character. For the next person who gets to choose what our starting class is and also gets to name the character, um, I am rolling a d6 right now. Well, it's not really tragic in the grand scheme of things, but it is tragic. You're right. It is totally sad, and I feel goofy and goobered. And it is kind of unfortunate that such a thing would ever happen. But, well, you know, it is what it is, I suppose, at the end of the day. But no. Basically, pick a number between 1 and 6, though don't pick the same number as Star, please. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's like the only rule set on this one right now. I'm gonna roll a dice, and whatever we land on is pretty much what we're going forward with. So yeah. Also, I fucking hate this case that I got right now because it has a terrible set for whenever you have to set the D6 into it, or not the D6, the D10. It does not fit like you would imagine a dice to fit in a case, and it is obnoxious. Frankly, it is quite obnoxious. There you go. All right, now Mason, come on, bud. I know you're Mason. I'm just gonna pull you out of the fucking running on this one, bud. Okay. I can't very well give you the same number as somebody else. That's not right. All right, Star is at 3, Luddy is at 4. That's just bad luck then, I suppose, Mason. Okay, so 2. All right. Mason's 2, Luddy's 4, and Star is 3. Let's see who is the winner today. It's a 2. So I'm sorry, Mason. Mason, buddy, it is on you. We're gonna go and launch the game, and you get to do 2 things here. You get to 1, choose our starting class, and 2, you get to determine what the name of the character is going to be. Okay? So yeah, pretty cool, I believe, personally. Let's see here. Gosh diddly darn it. Fitting the dice in this case is kind of ridiculous, honestly. I'm not the biggest fan of how you have to do it. Gosh. It's so goofy too, because honestly, like, I didn't have to die there, obviously, but it just kind of happened, and I know it's 110% my own fault at the end of the day, but it sure would have been nice to have the character live, like, a little bit longer in the grand scheme of things. Just a teensy bit. Gosh, that case is very precise. It's because it's technically it's a glowing case. That's the reason why it's so precise on everything that you have to put into it. But it's still obnoxious, because it's like literally you either get it exactly right or it does not fit at all. There's no and the case itself has very narrow ways of fitting the dice in there. So yeah. Okay, so Mason, I'm going to run through the starting classes. In the meantime, think of a name for the character. Otherwise, you can just go with Mason. So here's what we got going on here today. Also, hang on. We got a fucking starting class with actually like a pretty cool setup right here. Oh my. It's so funny. My cat is a goofball. Fucker. Cat. Door is not push. It's pull. Hang on, folks. I love my cat, but like I swear to God, he's a very goofy cat. Don't die again during that time or you'll bully me. Oh no. Okay. Also, okay, Ludi, no worries. We'll see you soon enough. Also, Luddy, my bad. Um, Misheard the instructions from the start. That is okay, Mason. So, first and foremost, you get to pick the name of our character today. You also, in this case, get to choose the starting class, which is a scary concept for me, personally. But here's what we got. And I'm going to run through the starting classes as slow as I can here. If there's one you want to particularly see over again, we can go ahead and go back to it. But I'm going to run through them, and yeah, that's kind of the whole synopsis of what you got going on right now, bud. If there's one in particular you want to see more of, just go ahead and type that one out in chat, and I'll take a look at it again. But yeah. Ah, fuck. Bloodhound's Fang starting class? That's really good. Ooh, I've never done one with the scythe before. That's interesting. Crystal Barrage? No, not really. Scepter of the All-Knowing. I could be an asshole? That's crazy. Oh, that sounds goofy. Catch Flame, Exike's Decay. Oh, that's a really... That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then, of course, there's the Wretch. Noble's at stock, which good news is I guess I can use that, but... I'm not gonna lie, I'd really like one of the other ones. Though that's not a part of the rule set here. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pick my starting item real quickly here. There we go. Cool. Alrighty, Mason. What you got for me, bud? Any names in mind? Or are we just going with Mason? Actually gonna check on something in the meantime here. There we go. Cool. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of my drink here real quickly, because that thing deserves to be drunk while it is nice and refreshing and cool. So yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty, Mason. Any word, bud? Samurai class, and his name should be Shooby-Doo. Shooby-Doo-Wah. Shooby-Doo-Wah. I actually really like the name choice, by the way. That's fun. Can I add in a hyphen? Yes. How's that? Shooby-Doo-Wah. And you said the Samurai starting class. Which is... Hey! Hey! A subscriber who loves me a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alrighty, well, we got ourselves, honestly, a pretty darn good starting class and a pretty darn good character, Shooby-Doo-Wah. And to tell you what, I'm gonna even take the time to make a nice little loadout for this one. We're gonna start off with, let's start off with this fucking goofball. This guy is not that awesome, but we're gonna start off with him. Alright, here's what we got going on here. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the tattoos in this game that much. I really just kind of don't. The tattoos in this game don't really have a lot of pizzazz or energy to them by like leaps and bounds, frankly. And it's not that bad. It's just it feels like none of them are really that creative, or they're like too abstract, I think is what I would say about them. That's a little bit more in the accurate sense, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of how I feel about them. They're just not that awesome. Alright, there we go. Position. That's feeling pretty shooby. Let's go ahead and change those eye colors real quickly. Let's go ahead and get some nice bright pink bulbs in there. There we go. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. From a viral video called Dracula Flow 4. Well, I'll have to take a look into that sometime, because that is one I am not very familiar with. Alright, that is feeling pretty good for the most part. Let's just make that chest massive, hulking, alpha Chad chest right there, and I think we got ourselves a character. Wonderful. Shooby-Doo-Wah is officially on his way into the world of the lands between, and we will see how lucky we get here. Hopefully quite lucky. So things I'm kind of roughly looking for off the bat with really any build in this game. The first major thing, of course, is just a baseline build that doesn't suck ass, which right now I think we're already there. Lightning bone arrows and cold bone arrows. That's actually not bad. We got a proc, and we also have a bow that we can actually use, which is fun. Bloodhound's Fang, which is insanely good. Most of the gear here isn't really much, but it's okay. Your 14th favorite white... Oh my god. Okay, is this going to be one of those Scott Pilgrim situations? Do I have to go murder 13 other white... You know what? Honestly, not the best phrasing in the world on that one, but we'll talk about that later. Well, anywho. But no. Hey, Julian. How you doing tonight? Good seeing you. Is this a Godskin? Or is this just Scion? This is just Scion? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel like fighting this one, because this is gonna go really piss poor. This is gonna go bad. Like, honestly, regardless of what we do here, it doesn't really matter that deeply, because we're not even supposed to win this boss fight. You know, I don't know why I'm entertaining it. I was about to say that moved it to second. Oh, that's good news. Hey, wonderful. Let me ask, Julian. Is number 1 yourself? Because I certainly hope so. Unless, of course, that is not a correct statement on that one. Because self-love is in great amounts of importance. It is very important to love yourself. I like how I just spawned in and I was just burning. Like, I just made an immediate mistake. Ooh, that reminds me of this one popular... Not one popular meme, but like this one meme I just recently saw. And it's the funniest shit. It really, really is, because I don't know if any of you had ever seen Ben 10 growing up. It's not Ben 10 the, like, when he was still actually, like, a 10-year-old kind of Oh, my fucking god, what? That's so insane! That's insane! If counting yourself, I'm down to 4th. Oh, no! Ben 10 did fuck heavy. But no, bringing up what, it's essentially when he was in his teenage years, like good and proper. And Kevin was a part of the crew and everything. Um, there was just this one moment that was just outright hilarious that I saw recently that I'd completely forgotten about, but like luckily the power of the internet. Lately I've had a lot on my feed where it's just the shit where it's like, hey, bring up that old moment from that TV show that you remember. And one of the moments that they brought up was Kevin starting to talk about women, and he was like, "Yeah, you got to treat women like they're cars." Essentially, is like the baseline of his argument point. And obviously, like you don't need two brain cells to put together that's like incredibly toxic logic, right? But the funny part is like that's obviously the point in time where Gwen and Kevin start dating and everything, and then Gwen just turns over to Kevin and he's like, and she's like, no, go on, what were you gonna say? And he's like, no, I don't think I'm gonna finish. I think I fucked up. And it's just so funny because it's like, it's clear that he didn't really mean to be a dumb boy. But at the same time, it just came out of his mouth before he could really think past it. Because, for context, and like, I don't really think this necessarily absolves him of sin. It just means that it's like, okay, that's where it came from, probably. But it's obvious that, like, Kevin didn't have a good childhood. Oh, I was so confused. I thought he was only selling 2 runes. I'm goofy today, Chad. Ooh, a $10,000 clip. I don't think so. I don't really think that's going to be the play of the day. $20,000 for Ronin? That's not worth it. Maybe Vare's Bouquet? He really enjoyed his car. You know what? You're right. He did really enjoy his car. And honestly, kind of based. Oh, that's actually really good. 20 apiece for golden arrows? I'm actually going to make the investment for that one, and I might actually get Vare's... No, I'm not going to get Vare's Bouquet. That's not going to be worth it. I am going to actually get, like, a handful of these arrows, though, because those are insane for 2 reasons, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, there's no reason not to just get, like, a lot of them, frankly, because the other arrow type is just completely not worth it. Okay, there we go.
Goodbye.
So, if I'm not mistaken... So, crazy thing here, chat. The arrow does nothing. I just really, really wanted to bait you. I wanted you to think that the arrow was very important. It wasn't. I lied. Streamer lies again. Actually, I totally thought that was going to do something way more special than just fucking fizzle out on the ground. That is a terrifying enemy to find out in the starting area of the game. Please do not fuck my ass, good sir. I don't have time for it. Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Finger Maiden Shoes. Now we can really slay, chat. Chat, I'm very happy to announce we are officially slay. We are officially on Yas Queen energy. I hope you're all quite happy about that, because it was completely deserved. And yeah, honestly, like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it was deserved. Dog, stop it. But no, how's everyone doing? It has been a... Baited you. And, well, look, I promise it wasn't probably intentional. It just kind of happened that way. Ooh, that's not an awesome enemy to find out in the wild. The good news, I guess, is that we're better at the game than that. Oh! Oh, I almost threw in real time. That's crazy. It's running me down, and I really need to sit at the side of Grace. I think the game crashed. The game did not like that one. Game crash. We love to see it. Nice. But no, besides the obvious, I feel like, ooh, wait, hang on, is this? Oh, never mind. Fuck that. So Overwolf started. Overwolf, by the way, is the mod manager that you use usually for You just got back from karate, brother. That's awesome. Nice. But anyways, Overwolf is the mod manager that I use for Lethal Company. Which, by the way, folks, if you really like Lethal Company, I almost said Lethal Cum there. It's a lot of fun. It is genuinely such a fun time, and we do a lot of streaming for it. It's so good. Nice! That's awesome, Julian. Glad to hear it. Does this mean the items that I just got done collecting are no longer collected? Yeah, son of a bitch. I will get Trisha, just because Trisha isn't that bad of a character to get, honestly, but I really need it to not crash again while I'm over here? Question mark. Don't you do it! Don't you fucking crash! Alright, cool. No crash this time. Yay. I'm gonna drink.
Have you heard of the finger? They serve but you. I can turning root to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
Okay, cool. Alright, back into morning time. And the good news is we're starting off actually pretty well. We have starting stats that aren't miserable, which is awesome. I believe right now we primarily just need Dex in order to get the Bloodhound's Fang offline, or to get that rolling at this point. I believe that covers what we need for the stats, though, because Strength, luckily, is a very forgiving stat in this game. I might actually keep the Halberd here going for a bit, because it's a +8. Like, there's not really a reason not to do that. So I think we will do that, at least for right now. That's actually a really good start, though. That's a really, really good start. We already have a +8 weapon on hand. It's a really damn good weapon on top of that. We can buff the weapon in our own right. Yeah, I think we're fine. Free ritual pot. Not really that cool. We're gonna go ahead and start our usual run, though. But yeah. I think I was talking about it before, and I've been seeing a lot of those older shows kind of start popping up on, and I'm going to keep calling it Twitter because I don't care. Whatever Elon wants it to be, I don't care. It's always Twitter. It's always been Twitter. Plus, I am not going to respect the man's, like, naming purposes. I refuse to give that man credibility for naming purposes. If he's not willing to do the same thing for other people. So, it's just not respectful. So. Oh, okay. Well, that's not really that important of a weapon, but we like to see weaponry either way. I won't lie, I'm actually excited to always find more weaponry. Also, Julian, I'm terribly sorry. I completely forgot to ask. What was the commentary reel focusing on? Like, what was our commentary of the day? If you're allowed to mention it. If not, no worries. So I think right now we're just looking for cash, really, because honestly, we're already starting off with a pretty strong baseline. We just pretty much need to find, like, great remembrances. Honestly, yeah, great remembrances and, like, upgrade material. Those are the two things that we need. And also, on a side note, Mason. Karate, bud. Like, where are you currently standing in terms of, like, your progression for that? Is it something that you just recently started, or is it something you've been doing for a while? I hope that dog doesn't suddenly awaken just to fuck my ass. I personally would not enjoy that very much. That does not seem like the play of the day. Great Lightning Bolts, Miquella's Lily. You know, I'm kind of excited about the Grease, actually. That's kind of cool. Jar-Ride Puppet's actually kind of nice, too. You know what? That's actually kind of really nice. Having more puppets would not be problematic, personally. That guy kind of scares me, and I can only hope that he doesn't suddenly just, like, launch multiple fireballs into my anus. Like he just tried to do there. Did we just get mimicked here, by the way? Like, I'm not going to say that I'm going to outright just go and use Mimic Tier, but honestly, using Mimic Tier, like, that would be... Oh, that would be a delight. That would actually make me really... Like, frankly, that would be a really good play of the day. I always kind of enjoy the very start of the runs. I know it's very slow for the most part, but I just really enjoy the whole element of just... It's obviously, it's collectathon. It's collectathon and just kind of making everything work and whatnot. Wait. I'm sorry, Julian. You're gonna have to fill me in on that front. Mrs. Piggy conspiracy theories. Wait, what? Oh, baby, the Rosis axe. That is kind of insane of a weapon, actually. That's really, really good. Also, we got a rune arc there, which is nice. We love to see it. You know what's sad? I always find that I find more rune arcs whenever I just play this game as a randomizer instead of just, like, base game. It's almost always that case, frankly. Yeah, like, it's okay, but it would be nice to find, personally, like, a lot more on that front, but oh well. Gotcha. Okay, bud. So you're a little fresh to it, but that's awesome. Honestly, that's really cool, though, that you're getting yourself into something. I've been, well, it's not the same category, necessarily, but, Mudu Kwuk. Mudu Kwan? Oh, Mudu Kwan. Okay. Hey, Star, welcome back. Good seeing ya. I gotta say, we're pretty well off, though, right now, in terms of our baseline for, like, the playthrough. Like, we have two very, very decent weapons in stock right now. As long as, like, a majority of what happens here doesn't get fucked up miserably, I think we're fine. Ooh, fucking Bleedy Boy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy in particular. Mushrooms. You know what, honestly, the halberd might be just like the play of the day. For what it's worth, the halberd might actually just be the play of the day. The halberd's got such good range to it that I cannot complain at all about this weapon. So this might actually just be like... This might just be our sleeper weapon that we use for the sake of the run. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Also, weapon art, crazy. Prisoner clothing, nothing crazy there necessarily. That's fine. That's okay. It was invented in Korea around 1945. Interesting, bud. Is there any particular reason why you chose it, or was it the history behind it, or was it like primarily just the fact that it sounded fun? For me personally, I've been getting a lot more into cooking again. Like, one thing that I did a lot of was being very... I say being very creative with... Oh, well, shit, there's a reason to go after high decks, I suppose. I don't know if I want to do that, actually. Like, I personally... Hannibalania just doesn't quite vibe that well, so I don't really know if that's really the play of the day. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Hannibalania is like 48 decks, if I'm not mistaken, and that's a lot. But no, I've actually been getting myself back into a fair amount of cooking lately. I've just been enjoying, like, getting creative with food combinations and so on and so forth. Oh no, definitely. I'll gladly show off all the food creations and whatnot. I love goofing around with food, honestly. It's a lot of fun for me. Damn, good start with gear on this run. This has actually been really, really solid. Doesn't really matter if I spend all my runes just because we already, like, if we die, well, you know, yeah. Well, tell you what, Star, I'll definitely send at least food pics on that front. I'll definitely do at least that much, okay? But no, I think the latest thing that I've recently done here that I really... It wasn't anything too crazy. It was just kind of like a simple way to make like a breakfast sandwich. Which another thing that I've also kind of been getting back into is not necessarily like... not brown onions, but in this case, red onions. I've been using a lot of like red onions in my recipes lately because I've been kind of trying to think about essentially like gut health is a part of what I look a lot into currently right now, and onion is pretty darn good for that. But I've been doing that, and I made honestly just a really lovely. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what to call it necessarily, but the long short of it, it's like an egg sandwich with a whole bunch of like spices and herbs mixed into it and whatnot, and also some vegetables mixed into the actual like eggs after you've finished. Essentially, saute the vegetables, you do the eggs, you mix in the cheeses and the spices while everything is all ready, all sauteed and whatnot. And then for the bread, I usually use like a sourdough base, which in that case, for the sourdough base, I do a heck. Not a heck. A flippin' what you call it for it. I usually do like either a buttered glaze over the bread, or I do a sometimes I've actually been doing like a mayo glaze for it, which has not been bad. It's been pretty solid. So this is a weird stack of items that we've been running into. Making you hungry. Not my exact intent in this case, Star, but at the same time, also good. I'm glad that it's making you hungry, because personally, I love knowing that what I'm making is making people, like, you know, like, I want people to want what I'm making, you know? I personally really get a lot of enjoyment out of just, like, getting to feed people good food. I really enjoy that. So there were more items back this way that I completely missed on, but I should probably go get them now. What is this right here, actually? I think that's one thing, and then another thing that I really... I've been working on perfecting it, pretty much. It's something that I did a lot for myself. whenever I had like days alone, but I've only just recently started kind of getting back into the routine of it. Is getting like a nice steak, getting the right herbs and spices and seasonings for it. Usually I love to do my steak up in more of a like a honeyed glaze kind of routine for it. Um, I really do actually. Like I fucking God, if there's one way I can make my steak, it is always usually with like a honeyed kind of glaze to it. Usually also on top of that, it's kind of peppered and spiced in the right ways where it just comes together to be a honey sweet spicy steak. And then I do a pan sear for it. Ah, God, I love pan searing. I really fucking love pan searing. I usually glaze the pan in butter as best as possible, and if I'm out of butter, I usually use like olive oil because it's like technically healthier, but at the same time, it's like it's not butter. It's not healthy. It's not, but what's the point of cooking if you're not going to enjoy yourself a little bit with it, you know? Wow, that was a great pickup. The flask and a fucking golden rune. That was ideal. That was such a good pickup. Actually, tell you what, because I have the opportunity here, I'm gonna go ahead and start leveling my my health. Alright, so we don't have anything for our flask just yet. We don't have anything for that. Funny enough, I guess if we really wanted to, we could consider going with Handemania at some point or another here. I personally think that sounds goofy and stupid, but it is an option, technically speaking. Oh, we got the Poopy Man armor. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I'm not really excited about Poopy Man armor, but we have it. And, like, that is a lot in terms of defense. Shit, that is a lot in terms of defense, isn't it? Well, it's kind of considerable, at least at some point or another here. Sacrificial Twig, which is a complete fat L out of L. And I think otherwise we're good there. Let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to go and pop that rune that we have in our pocket. Why not? It's an extra health boost, and that's the important part. So yeah, let's go back to Gatefront and start doing the other route. You're a twig? Is that so, Star? Alright, well, let's start doing this route. With any luck, we'll find at least one remembrance. That would be super awesome in every single way, but we'll see what we run into. I'm actually really damn happy about the fact that we picked up a +8 weapon off the bat. That's like actually such a good pull. It is genuinely such a good pull that we found that one. I also like that FromSoft finally started. Well, I say they finally started. By the way, folks, if you're ever wondering who actually did that first, Dark Souls 2. I don't even think Dark Souls 3 did that, if I'm not mistaken. Dark Souls 3 actually never did that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they ever added in weapons with a baseline level to them. Yo, she's kind of got a crazy fit to her right now. She's kind of fitted out. She's got the kit. Well, alright, bye. I guess she had, like, it had to happen at some point or another when we found the frog mask, but still, it doesn't matter. It just feels goofy that it happened, honestly. Oh, that's not awesome over the graveyard. I, hope that dragon doesn't have the potential of one-shotting us, but I also wouldn't be surprised inherently if it could. Oh, the fuck was that? Oh, it was an explosive ball. Okay, cool, great. Oh, the Garryandol! The Garryandol is kind of awesome. I know that's probably not exactly how you pronounce that, but either way, the Garryandol is kind of awesome. That is a essentially a spear equivalent. It's like the weaker version of Moog Spear, but also Moog Spear. Like, honestly, having Bleed is just such a good time. Like, you want Bleed. Bleed is such a good thing in this game. This is a slightly dangerous area in Limgrave. I'm going to sit at the site of grace and make sure I don't die. I don't think that would have killed me outright, but still, it's scary all the same. Boy howdy. Alright, what do you got for us today, big guy? Right, I forgot. Enemy right there.
Are you here? Does your despite on such that there's nothing any interest? All I know now is that.
I mean, shit, I will take that. Also, that's not worth... That is worth actually taking. I might take that. That's not bad. Golden Parry. Crucible Axe Armor. That's not a bad... Okay, so he's got some okay things on him right now. He's got some okay inventory. We don't really have a lot of cash to our name, but I'll go ahead and spend it anyways, because why not? It's cash money. I can spend it. I can make it. We're fine. It's not going to afford a lot, but it'll get us something. So if I had to choose here, I'd say that is more important. And then that is probably more important. Because this is a +8 spear right now, or +8 halberd. We need to get it one more level before it gets to where it needs to be for the +4s anyways. So, fair enough. It's fine. It's worth it. Alright, so we're going to run up this way, go check and see what we got around the corner from us. That is... that's such an unfortunate enemy type to run into. Oh, lobsters. Lobsters really do make a difficult time of it. Yeah, Kyan, hey bud. Yeah, we died. We died. Yeah, no, we died. But no, we're on the same character with Mace right now. Have I used the dice for anything else? Yeah, actually, the dice I'm currently using is primarily for D&D purposes. We're running a Curse of Strahd campaign, and that is what I'm currently using it for almost entirely. Oh my god, Cragblade? Heck! Cragblade? I'm actually really excited about Cragblade. That is awesome as hell. Strength not tier? Ooh. That's not an awesome effect, but also the enemy is guarding... I'll make the run for it. Fuck it. There we go. Cool. I love seeing my mods pop off together. That's awesome. Makes me feel good.
Can you hear me? Oh, I at these. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
Also, I will say, Kyan, I want you to kind of see this, because this is honestly like a really good start. So, look at the weapon list we already have. Also, Bloodhound's Fang was what we started off with, but we've gotten the Hand of Melania, we've gotten multiple weapons that we can use. We have a +8 halberd off the bat, which is awesome. Which means poor Alexander here does not get to keep breathing. Yeah, he does not. He's not breathing anymore, folks. I'm sorry. Alexander did not stand a chance. Homie got his cheeks packed out faster than FedEx could send it. Oh, poor bastard. So we were talking about animation earlier, and one show I feel like I have to see. One animation I feel like I have to see at some point or another here. I forget the exact name of it, but like the main character of it is completely fucking wacky as shit. which doesn't really help narrow down what it is. It's just simply a show where the main character has like he has a snake for one of his arms. I think it's like... Shit, I'm not even going to pretend like I know the exact name for it. I definitely saw clips for it the other day, and like I think it looks just hilariously goofy and fun as hell. And I do want to see that at some point or another here. There we go. Rotten Staff. That's... Like, I'm curious about getting the Rotten Staff, but I don't think it's quite the play. Not right now, at least. Alright, let's keep going, and whatever the boss down to... If it's a tree, I might actually do it, because the trees are not bad enough. That may be another just squeak... Like, I might be able to squeak out a level there. It's a tree. I could potentially do that. Steal everyone's phone and No, honestly, yeah. Fair warning, folks. My mods will steal your phone, apparently, and make you subscribe to me if you don't subscribe on your own accord. Oh, gosh. You know what? I feel like I can do this tree. By the way, folks, I will say this right now. If you haven't already subscribed, do consider it, because I always include subscribers on any challenge run as best as I can, which means choosing the name of the character that we play. And also, at the same time, it means just simply getting to be a part of the community. Also, I have started adding in that you can, well, hey, you get to pretty much choose the starting build. So if you want to screw me over or get me set up with something nice off the bat, you can do such a thing. But either way, that is subscribers only. I was gonna say, that stagger had to be there somewhere, right? Oh, jeez. Kyan, you're loading me up, bud. Appreciate it, man, actually. Like, I do appreciate that a ton. Thank you, bud. Fucking lobster. You know, that is one thing I think I really love about randomizers, is that the number of times you'll just run into a random enemy that is terrifying and causes you to pretty much just be like, I'm panicking right now, is way too often, every single time. Genuinely. Like, the other night, it was pretty much between a rune bear and we ran into the boss... Oh my god, Shard of Alexander. We ran into the boss type that was the worm face in the forest, and unfortunately we just got a little too stupid with it, and it didn't help that I was already kind of stupid with it. But yeah, we lost the run to that, and it was not ideal. It was not awesome. That deer almost fucked me up, and that is a tragedy in of itself. Oh my god. Torrent! Torrent. Yo, thank you, whoever subscribed. I hope you are quite comfy, getting yourself comfy for the night. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having fun, and yeah, thank you for joining us. I like how you can't actually get on torrent on objects like that, which is unfortunate, because it's like it's a spirit horse and everything, but whatever, I suppose. Okay, so I think we've just about looted everything that we can in the general sense in this vicinity. So at this point, we pretty much have everything over towards Weeping Peninsula to go towards. And tell you what, why don't we go do a boss check? Why don't we go check our first actual boss of the game, see what we got going on, okay? Sound good, chat? If it's bad, we're not going to probably do it. If it's okay, well, we'll probably do it. Also, I just realized I don't actually have Shard equipped, which I should definitely do that. Shard is kind of like insanely good in of its own right. There we go. Recused Finger, which is just pointless, honestly. roll a dice and see if I can... Wait, hang on here. I gotta wait till somebody else posts in chat. Somebody quickly post in chat! I can't read because of the new mobile platforming. I gotta say, it's the goofiest format for mobile. Cause they... Thank you, Kyan. Roll a dice to see if I can not fight it. Ugh, that sounds miserable. I don't think I'm gonna do that. More health. I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna do that. Rolling the dice just to see if we're not gonna fight the boss. That sounds bad. Miserable gets subs. Yeah, you're right. Oh! Well... I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna use this weapon for the entire run. I'm just gonna say, like, this is an incredibly good weapon. I hope you're all ready to not see the screen for a while. That is not awesome. I'm trying not to lock on as best as I can here, because unfortunately the lava effect just completely ruins actually viewing the boss here. But, no, honestly, that's about it. That is the whole equation on that front. I promise, though, I'm not going to probably use the Serpent Hunter past the actual, like, Rykard boss fights. I feel like it's a little too easy if I do such a thing. But I am going to use it for Rykard, because frankly, like, Rykard's not... Homie is built different, and it's not in a pleasant way, and we don't like that here.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy coward.
Why did I get that Site of Grace?
Of the night.
That was really stupid. Why did I get that Site of Grace?
Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
I could have taken some damage, you're right. Hey, I did take some damage, alright? I took at least a little bit of damage for him. He could have lost completely on the spot, and it would have been absolutely embarrassing, but I still took some damage for him. I guess we're going to round table.
I can take gathering very at my hand.
I always like how the game freaks out a little bit here whenever you do stuff like this. Like, the game just doesn't know really how to react to when you're actually, like, hanging out with Melina. I mean, I imagine he'd disagree with me too, but it's like the same thing for, like, anything in life, you know? It's like, yeah, sure, he probably wanted me to take more damage, but, like, would me walking away breathing and him still dead really be, like, sufficeable if I was, like, almost on the brink of death? I don't think he would. I don't think he'd be happy either way. Ooh. Wing of Estelle is also really fucking good. Also, funny enough, I'm gonna actually get that because that's not a bad thing to get. Ash of War is also pretty good to get. Everything else here is not really worth it. I mean, the seed is 5k, and that's not really worth it. I should have rolled the dice, you're right. I should have made the randomizer more random. At the end of the day, it is truly the biggest mistake that I've made. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go with more health for right now. I think I've learned my lesson on these randomizers, at least to some extent, where it's pretty much just... Early game is always about just getting more health, but... Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I still do, but I haven't been making the drinks quite as often, frankly. I still really love to make them. They're a lot of fun. But I haven't been making them quite as often. I should get back into it and do it at some point or another, though. You're definitely not wrong about that. Let's go ahead and see if we can kill this enemy over here. This could go poorly. This could go poorly. I'm going to go ahead and grease up for it. Why not? Ooh, that is a lot of damage just for poking me. Do I have a shield that parries, actually? I do. And unfortunately, the enemy is just better with it. But I'm actually so much better with it. Fun fact, chat, I am just genuinely the best. Never mind, I am not the best. Okay, you know what? I'm mildly worried now, so I'm going to go ahead and run away for 2 seconds, and I'm going to go recover the situation because I make so many mistakes. Famous last words. Look, we're in the business of last words, okay? Do I have a weapon I can just wield? Well, I do, but I'm not going to do that. That would be... Personally, I don't think I'd feel right about outright just going to Serpent Hunter like that, so we're gonna go ahead and hold off for right now. Dice it. What would be the role for it, Kyan? Tell you what, since you're insistent upon the idea, what would be the role for it? That is crazy. Never mind. So chat, guess what? I guess we are rolling for it. I swear I'm not that bad at the game. I say as I die miserably again. Alright, chat, so here's how the rules work. Go ahead and pick a number, any number. I am going to go ahead and reset the randomizer, but it is, in this case, we have currently 5 active viewers at the moment. So, pick a number 1 through 6, okay? And we'll roll in just a minute here as I get the randomizer reset. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of threw in real time. Funny part is I feel like if I hadn't actually started fighting the boss melee or with parries, I probably would have gotten away with it, but it's on me. Kyan, you're throwing clever math at me. Like some kind of nerd. Gotcha. Okay, bud. And then star, you're going back with 3. Okay, cool. Alrighty, chat. Well, we have a couple more slots open. Otherwise, we're going to go with the newest subscriber in this case, which unfortunately I believe the newest person had their notifications off, so I can't actually tell exactly who that was. But if you are part of the chat right now and you feel like letting us know, definitely feel free to let us know with a number. So, yeah. Chance to influence my life forever. Oh, no. I'm gonna say we're probably gonna start the next run and get into some level of meat to see how far we can kind of. Son of a bit. I'm probably gonna make this one go faster, just so that way we're not doing the full rundown this time. I can only hope that we get a decent starting class, but if we don't, well, c'est la vie. Which reminds me, everybody say goodbye to Shubidua, cause yeah. I am a bastard. Alrighty, chat. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close the window here in about the next 15 seconds roughly. So if you haven't already, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the dice accordingly to roll for. But yeah, go ahead, let me know here shortly if you have a number that hasn't already been picked. Let's see, 6 and 3 have currently been taken. Gotcha. That makes more than enough sense, Kyan. Which, in this case, that's fine and everything, but I still... At that point, then, it would probably just be... we could call it Star. I feel like that'd be at least a little bit rude on the front of it. But... you know what? No. Kyan? Yeah, I'm sorry, Mason. I'm sorry, man. It was a really good starting class, honestly. It really, really was, and I threw in real time. It is completely on me. I shouldn't have done that, man. I'm sorry. Ooh, we got dual family heads, jellyfish shield. We have noble Estoc kite shield. Executioner's Great Axe, not as exciting, but we have a nice shield on that one. That's actually pretty nice. Highland Axe, Glintstone Arc, Great Glintstone Shard. Okay, that's not too crazy, but it's cool. Whirlo Flame, Scimitar, Flame of Frenzy. Okay, alright, some not so bad stuff there. Ooh! The Bloody Helix? Ah, that's a really nice... That's a nice build. That's a nice starting class. Giant Crusher? Oh, oh, that's kind of rough. The Glintstone Krish. All right, Mason. No worries, bud. Take good care of yourself, okay? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so Cayenne, wait, hang on. We're going with Samurai? So we're going with Samurai and we're going with Bluckhole? Sure. There we go. We have our starting class built. I'm going to go ahead and go with the old man because this seems like a Bluckhole right here to me personally. This man seems built for it. So we're going to go with Bluckhole, the absolute legend that he is. Now it's mod lore. Is that so? Okay. All right. Well, away we go. Let's make this happen. Honestly, we'll probably... I'm going to try and just make this weapon happen as soon as possible. We're just going to go for first boss as quick as possible, more than likely. Let's see, what do we need to actually make this happen? Strength is fine, we're already good there. Dex is probably the highest requirement. Actually, no, that's Arcane, really. Cool, alright. We're essentially... As long as we can get this weapon online, we're good to go, I think. This is a really darn good weapon. I also just need to not grief miserably. Can we use the bow, actually? Is that possible? No, it needs faith. Okay, fair enough. Oh, hey, it's the old man. Honestly, we could probably kill this boss, but I don't know if I feel like it. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna try and see if we can just murder the old man. Oh, he staggers like an absolute goofball. Look at this man. He wants to be cool with it. He is not cool with it. Oh my... Okay, yeah, no, never mind. He's gonna get bullied to fucking ass. Yeah, we're gonna bully the shit out of him. The range. Get bullied, old man. The elderly home was calling. It's time for your medicine. Oh, oh no! God, we're just gonna... Here's the thing, if we had the weapon requirements, that would be awesome, but we'll live with the simple fact of the matter. But it's fine. It's okay. Honestly, we're doing almost enough damage right now, it doesn't even matter that deeply. I like how one old man is just bullying the next one. Well, never mind. We're done now. We had to lose the fight regardless, but like, I was curious how far we could take it without stats. All right. So, at this point, I'm going to make the weapon happen, and then we're going to go check our first boss after we have the stat requirements, I believe. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for that, I believe. I think we'll check like maybe 1 or 2 graveyards along the way, but we're not going to overdo it this time. We're just going to go for it and kind of treat it like how we might do like speedrun strats for the most part. That way we're not overdoing any sort of checking and all that. Frost buildup. Oh, double frost buildup arrows. That's nice. And then we also need some faith for our bow, apparently, which isn't bad, but we can make that happen. Fucking worm face. That's humorous. That's goofball. Fucking worm face. Oh god, what an enemy. Only killing it right now purely so I can actually check and see what it's dropping. Grave Glovewort 3s. That might actually open up a nice possibility for some extra cash money in the future here, which it's not going to be anything crazy, I believe, but it's cash, and that is nice in of itself. Carrion Piercer, okay, cool. And let's go ahead and sell our great runes real quickly, or runes. What do we got today? Okay, nothing... I mean, the armor is nice, which I might actually pick that up sooner than later, potentially. But I'm not really too stressed over doing that. Infinite Kukri at 2k is a bit expensive, but... I mean, we could make it work. So, cool. Alright, you know what? That's not a terrible start, I suppose. It's not really as good as the last one was, but it's not bad. It's not as bad as it could be, honestly. So, Honed Bolt. You know, if we could actually pump it into Arcane, I believe Honed Bolt is actually really... Arcane. Faith. I believe that is actually really, really good. I might choose to kill this one, because they are kind of dangerous. They are honestly very dangerous in their own right. It's better to just not let these enemies stand on their own, because otherwise they cause consistent amounts of problems. Knight's Greatsword. Do we have the stats for that? We do! Ooh, you know, I might actually use that for right now, just so I can use a weapon. That looks like a standard claymore for the most part. Oh, it's got that fucking Dark Souls 2 Claymore action going on. Not as excited about that one, honestly, but whatever. I mean, it'll do the damage. That's the good news. Fuck this squirrel. That was a weird lock-on. Fuck this squirrel. Thank you. God. Heck and a half, chat. Fucking meatball. Preserving boluses. That's not bad. Ugh, random lobster spawn. That's not awesome. If we can find ourselves some form of magic, then I think we're good to go on that front. But, like, just a random lobster alone is already terrifying.
Have you heard? They serve but you. I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot.
Okay.
Then it's summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
Alright, go ahead and warp time into the daytime so we don't have to do the extra dialogue with Melina. And it's not really that deep, frankly, doing the extra dialogue. It's just nice not having to do it in the first place. Let's see here. Arcane kind of needs to start going up pretty fast if we're going to start using the weapon. Which, fair enough, we can do that. So, we'll go ahead and do that. I guess let's start heading this way, just because the lobster is right there for right now. And, well, it's not really that deeply in our way. I'd really rather not test the lobster, so. It's not really that big of a deal either. We could technically just go right around it and just go for other stuff. So, you know. Hey, legendary, and... well... that's a really good weapon, if I'm not mistaken. The only question there is, do we hard pivot into primarily going into... it's back. It's fucking back. Well,
Everyone,
I guess we'll... fuck.
heading to entice. Well, that, but I don't have. It's scared. I don't do nothing. Can you take?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take it. Like, it's really good. It's a really damn good item. I forget if the randomizer, like, randomizes on a low percentage of, like, whatever the last randomizer is, but it sure feels like it to some extent sometimes. 'Cause that... what was that doing there? I know I didn't have to kill that eagle, but it was looking at me funny, and I just felt like I had to take care of it, so... alrighty. Let's see here. What do we got over here today? Banished Knight's Greaves. Love to see it. Somber 7. String. Somber 9. Okay. Can we get some more Sombers, actually? Because that would be awesome. I double whiffed that one, but whatever. It's fine. Rune Arc. Cane Sword. Okay. Cane Sword's not really crazy, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a weapon, you know? It's something that we can use if we really need to, but more than anything, I'm just surprised that we got the Banished Knight Halberd again. Like, that's kind of awesome. Like, that really does clear up, like, a lot of early game challenges for us. To some extent, at least.
Name's but let me ask, are you hearing that? Does your despite on such that there's nothing any interest? All I know now is that.
Okay, what do we got here? Somber 8, some gear. America's Scar Seal, which is a little bit of a dangerous item, but it is... it's okay. He's also got Quick Step on him, which is... luckily, I can't really say this is too good of a shot.
Not floating your boat.
Yeah, not really that good. Not a good shot, bud. Fat mid out of 10, bud. Oh well, whatever. So, Kyan, we were talking about it earlier. We were bringing up, like, snack foods and whatnot. and like what your ideal snack food is. For Star, it was between like mint ice cream and cheese and crackers. And then for myself, it usually falls down to probably like Cheez-Its, honestly. Like, I think just Cheez-Its vibe super well. Cheez-Its are probably one of my favorite snack foods, at least when it's the baked ones, or it is the... Heck, I'm forgetting the other option right now. The Buffalo. The Buffalo are really damn good, honestly. I'm a big fan of those. Malekith's armor. Fuck, that's awesome. But what is your personal favorite snack food, I guess, is where this whole little spiel is going. Aeonian butterflies. Okay, cool. What do we got here? Soft cotton. That's nothing crazy. I mean, it's cool and everything, but it's nothing crazy. I think I might kill more enemies when I have the chance to. Chocolate muffin? Honestly, chocolate muffins are such a good time. Like, there's no such thing as a wrong time for a chocolate muffin. In fact, tomorrow I'm probably going to stop for a chocolate muffin on my way into work.
Well,
Alright, what's the item? Poison bone darts. It's not enough for really doing a lot there, but I'll take it. Okay, thank you for the drop, bud. Yes, it was entirely a crock. You are a failure in your own right. Get back in the crock pot, Betty. No, I definitely should, honestly. I really enjoy myself like a good confectionery, like a good something to stop for. Personally, I used to do a lot more of like donuts, honestly, but not as much lately. It just has not been the theme of the day for the most part. I still love them. I still love donuts, but yeah, it just doesn't happen as much. There we go, sell all of that. Oh, so we got an infinite somber one. Ooh, infinite somber one spawn. Also, rusty key, which would be kind of valuable. A little rough that we have to kind of go about it that way, but whatever, it's fine. Do I have a weapon that actually, like, we can use? Well, not yet, actually. Bloody Helix cannot be upgraded just yet. Okay, cool. Alright, well, let's go check and see what the tree spawn is down here this time. Or whatever the spawn is. And then we'll also go do the gravestones. The tombs. So that way we can hopefully run into some halfway decent loot. That is a... Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we're fighting that right now. That is a little bit too dangerous of a fight to be risking. So we're not going to do that just yet. But no, personally, for snack foods specifically, I absolutely 110% love myself like some good baked Cheez-Its or some good buffalo chicken Cheez-Its, which is essentially just like the hot and spicy Cheez-Its. They're not really hot and spicy, but there's such a particular flavor on them that oh my god, I love them so much. Same thing with like the baked ones. The baked flavor on them, they're just a little bit extra burnt, and I love them a lot. Oh, fucking goat. What kind of donuts do I love? Personally, I just love myself like some standard donuts, like the just the chocolate frosted or pink frosted. I'm a really big fan of pink frosted, honestly. Like, pink frosted is such a way to go with me. Also a really big fan of white frosted. I've recently found that I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate at the end of the day. Because, like, I don't know, like, vanilla and strawberry, they just have such a particular flavor palette to them It's so good. It's so good, honestly. I think they get shit on way too often for how good they are, honestly. Okay, there we go. We got all those items. We'd love to see it. Some Death Root 2, which is nice. Let's go ahead and go kick Mr. Height down into the pits.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing...
Today's been a very food-oriented stream.
Goodness gracious. Lost.
Alright, what is down here, and what is our danger? There's a fair amount of danger, but we got this. This is fine. Okay, yeah, that was fine. Okay, so I'm kind of doing like a whole wackadoo-ass run right now, I know, for the most part. But I guess at the same time, it's also changing how I have to approach everything. So we're going to do it anyways, just because it's different. Ooh! Sword of St. Trina and the Zwei? That's not a bad pull. I'm kind of excited about those. That's really nice. Golden Rune. Singular item over here, which seems to be decent. Ash of War Scarab. That's not bad. That's actually pretty awesome. Alright, cool. Kill that thing real quickly. We'll head over this way. Real quickly grab this. That didn't feel like it grabbed the item. Cool. Ooh! Okay, in terms of like early game weapons to use, Stormhawk Axe is insane. Star ice cream is better dessert as a dessert than a snack. I'm fighting amongst my mods? What? Personally, I'd have to kind of agree with that concept, unless it's like a very particular day. Actually, do I have? I don't have one of these equipped already. Successive attacks restore HP. You know what? That actually kind of sounds awesome. I don't know exactly how that works, but either way, I would like to test the theory out. Okay. Alright, no fighting. Good. As long as there's no fighting amongst you. Because I would definitely be quite sad about fighting. You know what's sad? We had the Jar of Alexander. Or the Shard of Alexander. And that run just got completely... Oh, well, I guess the game's crashing. I guess the game is crashing. Fair enough. Alright. Well, look, we're probably going to do, like, Fort Height, and we're going to go over to the Kaled Church, and that's probably going to be where we call it for the night. More than likely. Because it is starting to get late, folks, so we are probably going to call it soon enough here. But, yeah, honestly, like, hey, if you had a fun time with us here tonight, you enjoyed what you saw here, you want to be a part of the community, do definitely consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, all that magical stuff. Helps a ton and a half, honestly. Kenneth destroyed. I already destroyed Kenneth. Kenneth is already quite dead, my friend. I put Kenneth in an early grave. Yeah, on this run, I literally just got done kicking his ass off the cliff. Yeah, run the stream back like a couple minutes ago, and I literally just got done kicking his ass off the cliff. Plus, trust me, guy, I would not ever not murder Mr. Height. Mr. Height deserves death. You know this.
Dear customer, well, you please. I'm hungry.
Alright, please sell me something good. Not bad, actually. That's pretty good. Armorer's Book. Poisoned Kit. Not a... Ooh. Actually, that's kind of nice. Okay, never mind. That's not as exciting as I thought it was. Somber 6 for 9,600, which is a lot, but also at the same time kind of nice. I'm gonna get his bell bearing. I don't think anything else there is worth buying, honestly. It's not that good of a kit that he was selling in the first place. Let's head over this way, I suppose. Also, fucking crab. Yeah, let's head over this way real quickly, because there's all the grave sites that are over this way, and, I wouldn't honestly oppose the concept of not having to run the normal route today. That would be nice. Oh, we got one legendary. Beast Blood. Cerulean Tear Scarab. Ancient Somber. Somber 3. Lordsworn Greatsword, which is... it's a weapon, you know? But it's still nice. Shabriri's Woe. Oof. Okay. No, I didn't have to kill them, but they also gave me some free bolts, which I kind of appreciate, but not really. Somber 6! Hey, look at that! We got that free Somber 6. Those little gremlins. Alright, so do I have enough cash? I might actually have enough cash to get quite a few levels in what I would like right now, which is nice. Love to see it. Let's see here. That's already 6K. Let's see something real quickly here. Do I have... I do. So if I really wanted to, I could technically put Bloody Keyless on a back burner, because this thing is kind of insane. This thing is kind of insane, honestly, chat. I'm not gonna lie. This thing is, like, really crazy. It's a bit of a pivot for right now, but we're gonna go with the pivot move, I think. What's the negative of this? Increases damage taken. Okay. And then this slightly increases recovery effects of flasks, but increases damage. Okay, cool. Alright, then we're going to keep the foot soldier helmet on, I think. Our lad is kind of looking a little bulky with it. Bluckle is looking like he's ready to pluck some holes. There we go. Honestly, yeah, more health. More health until we can worry about other things. For right now... Wait, actually, is that not enough strength to wield this? It's 19, though. It's a 19 strength requirement. Why can't we wield it? That's kind of crazy. Hang on, I'm curious, actually, because I'm going to go ahead and spend the extra money that I need here to squeak out one more level, I suppose, and see if we can do it then. I could have sworn it was pretty darn forgiving for the most part, but we'll find out in 2 seconds, won't we? Alright, there we go. Now we can wield it. But yeah, this weapon in of itself is honestly really damn good. And it's really just the fact that the weapon art on it is insanely good. Like, it does a lot of damage. Gotta fucking kill that thing, because it's right there. Why not? It also has an insane amount of poise to it. Tell you what, let me equip that swaddle cloth for a minute here and see how well that protects me. It's really crazy how quickly the game just decides whether or not you get to live or breathe. That was an awful enemy to run into right in that exact location. Okay, we'll do it again then. So yeah, as you can see, kind of an insane weapon. It does a lot of damage. And it also provides you like a little mini force field, and it's... You know what, I'm gonna go heal, because this seems... The swaddle cloth does not feel like it's doing shit for me right now, honestly. I can only hope that the next DLC is absurdly over, just like awesome as all get out. Which, I mean, you know, feels like a very generic answer for what it's worth, but at the same time, it's like I don't really know what to fully expect out of it at this point. It really kind of depends on how the creators present it and whatnot. Which we can hope, like, hey, it's going to be, you know, out the ass amazing as hell, honestly. And that's really what I'm praying for. But we'll see what they end up creating. Things that I guess I am hoping for the game, though, like, one, glitches. I am actually hoping that there's some new glitches and exploits that come out of the DLC that's like, oh my god, that's not supposed to be in the game. So that guy with the... Yeah, I was gonna say, he's kind of insane with it. We're gonna go ahead and, yeah, dodge him. New glitches would personally be one thing I'd really love to see. Just in general, because I really love glitches. Yeah, that weapon art just kind of goes insane, and you really only have to do the weapon art like a single time for it to be properly effective. It just does so much work. It's so good. Ooh, that is a dangerous enemy. I'm gonna challenge it, and it's a risky move, but fuck it. Okay, cool, we got away with it. Yay, we love to see it. Oh, I still have the fucking swaddle cloth equipped. No wonder I'm not getting FP back. Yeah, the swaddle cloth does not feel very good. I imagine that there's going to be at least 4 hours of new content with the rate they're going at. Like, honestly, like, they're obviously not... They're not just dicking around on it. It's FromSoft. I highly doubt that From would be dicking around with the content creation on this one. Just because it's like, this is their bread and butter at the end of the day, and it's very rare to see them flop outright miserably. I would love to see, honestly, some new creative boss designs and not just like some reworks to current bosses. I would be quite disappointed if there was way too many of those. I could understand like a boss or two here or there that essentially fit that bill at the end of the day. But I hope it's not an overabundance of bosses, but rather like select bosses that they decided to go overboard with. That would be a big one for me. That'd actually be a really big one for me, personally. That would be really nice to see them go, like, above and beyond for, like, boss creation. Let's go to Church of LA real quickly here to upgrade our new weapon real quickly. Because this is, like I said, this is just an insanely good weapon.
May I have
I am the wit. I'd heard and upon the talk thou art to call forth. I was in strike torrents. Forgive mine in truth.
We don't have time for that dialogue. Well, shit, I guess I guess Ronnie didn't appreciate that very much. Fair enough. Well, yeah. Any big story boss like Gale from DS3. Oh, from what I can tell you, Starburst, I feel like it's probably gonna be Mikola. That is probably where it's gonna end up lining up to. But that's what I'm imagining roughly, is that they're gonna go with Mikola, probably. Um, though I'd honestly, I'd kind of really love to see.
May I have water? No sense in arguing, I see. Thou art a wild one indeed. Torrent hath quite the ruffian chosen.
Yeah, I didn't feel like talking to her again. She still leaves the items, luckily, which is, you know, in of itself nice and everything, but yeah, you can just kind of do that to her instead. What was here that was actually important to me? This was important. The armor set was kind of important. Most of the rest of what he was selling wasn't really all that important. We just kind of came here to upgrade our axe a single time. Back over to Gatefront, and let's go see what our first boss is. I guess I could also technically check and see what the lobster is hiding. I don't know if this is worth it, but we'll find out. You know what? Honestly, that went a lot better than I thought it would. But if we had started this off with that, we would have died. Absolutely would have died. I'd be kind of disappointed on that front. So, luckily, that's not what happened. But yeah, I'd be at least a little bit disappointed. I'd really love to find a Somber 2. I can't really say that was worth killing, but like, luckily our weapon damage is just insanely better than whatever we're going against. So I think we're fine. I really do think we're fine for at least a while. Really, we do want to upgrade this weapon sooner than later, of course, but that's the same thing of like any weapon we'll run into.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully? You will just thank you. I was put and I ended them. When they, and so this is all I hope.
Cool. Free armor off of the little man. We'd love to see it. You know what? I'm gonna run up right behind this bird, and I'm just gonna. Chug that real quickly. Put him in the dirt. And then we're going to go ahead and greet this asshole with one quick lightning bolt. I'm a little mad, but it all worked out for the best at the end of the day, so we love to see it. Hornbow. Okay, cool. Well, you know what, honestly, a free bow, I will take it. Also, Drake Knight armor, not a bad get at the end of the day, because that's some pretty good armor. So nice. Golden 5. Alright, let's go see what we have up this way, I suppose. It's funny how the attack he was doing just kind of gets to go out first. But whatever, it's fine. Clean Rot Greaves off of that little goofball. Wonderful. Alright, so this is kind of stupid what I'm doing here. Luckily, our weapon art is insanely good. Otherwise, that would not have worked. Oh my god, there was a frost tail over there too. That's even, like, more dangerous than it could have been. I'm glad for the Frenzied Burst, because that is, like, insanely good. It's just not really worth it right now at all. Oh, that could have been so bad. That could have been really bad really fast. Battle Hammer, and we got ourselves a Fulgur Blue. Okay, so nothing crazy then. That's fine. Fire Blossom. Rail Knight Helm. Okay. And we are already, I guess, on pace to go find another boss real quickly, so we'll go do that soon. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll probably top off on this hill real quickly, and then we'll go hop across to the next one. Don't really have a lot of our weapon art juice anymore, but that's fine. That's okay. That is a dangerous item to go for, considering. But we're gonna do it anyways, because, you know, goofballs are goofy. That's a dog! And it's a stupid dog. We love to see it. Only killing the enemy purely because it's a little bit more of our FP back. Otherwise, I wouldn't really bother. Stone Sword Key. Let's go find out what our boss is over in this Ever Jail. I figure we could probably handle whatever it is. Probably. Okay. And then after we're done with this, I believe we'll go check and see what our final, well, not our final boss is, but, like, we'll go see what Margit is today, and we'll deal with it as best as we can. This might actually be a little bit goofy. I don't really think we have anything else that could potentially benefit us, so what we have right now is kind of what we have. Only other thing I think that would probably... Can I actually wield a bow right now in my offhand? No, not without it being heavy load, so alright, whatever. We'll just go with what we have. Crucible. This is a bit of a dangerous fight. I'd really rather not throw. As unfortunate as it is, that's 4K in the trash, but whatever. We're gonna take that L. Honestly, that was not at all a safe boss to be fighting. So, as much as it sucks losing 4K early game like this, I would much rather do that than lose the run. This is already a very good run basis. So... Alrighty, folks. Well, we're going to go ahead and find out what our final boss, or our starting area boss is over here. And after we're hopefully done fighting them, hopefully, we'll probably be calling it a night. Okay, light crossbow, Shibiri grape, nothing crazy there. Okay, cool, whatever. I think if there's one thing I really want to see for... I'd have to really kind of reevaluate my list, because it's been a little bit since I've really thought about the DLC, frankly. I'm trying to think of, like, one thing I'd really, really love to see, and I think the one thing that comes to mind that I'd absolutely just be like, oh my god, they put that in. The boss is worse than Crucible. It'd be... Yeah, you know, you're right. It would be hilarious. We'll find out, though. Well, I guess he's back. I guess he said he wanted a round 2. Although this is first phase. Which, you know what? First phase, not that bad. Alright, multiple strike attacks.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
Weirdly enough, it got like a double hit there. Okay, well there we go. We got ourselves a nice and easy first boss. Awesome. Maybe Bluck is the chosen. I can only hope so, honestly. I would really prefer Bluck to be the winning cod piece on this one, because he's built well. Like, he's got a decent build to him and everything. So that would be nice. Alright, time to go do the baseline run up, take care of what we can, and yeah. Ooh, okay, legendary. Ah, not quite the legendary I would be hoping for, but whatever. It's okay.
You there? Come up. It's tight. God, you breached.
So fun fact here, you always have to do the main gate whenever you're doing a randomizer, purely because sometimes you can actually soft lock yourself here. I don't believe the randomizer ever has the ability to outright put the key behind the gate, but it is possible that you won't be finding the key until, like, late game, which means that pretty much Stormveil is just off limits until late game, which in of itself is kind of funny, but also not really, because it is a difficult time. We'll do the run through Stormveil. Why not? I wasn't really feeling like it doing that initially, but I feel like doing that now, because I enjoy it way too much. Okay, nothing crazy there. Damn, I really would love to find a remembrance, just like an easy 30k, so we could do a good and proper level up on our health. But if it doesn't happen, we're just going to have to play it by ear, and frankly, we may not be leveling damage stats for some time. It really may just be us leveling, like, endurance and health for quite a bit. So we'll see. I'm hoping that's not the case, but we'll see. If we're playing it as safe as we can right now, we already have the stats required for the weapon we're using at the moment, so we already are there, pretty much. Right, I forgot. Bonfire.
To see when it seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is
Which, I guess, we should technically check round table for items. It is a good time. It does include item checks, so that's good. With any luck, who knows, maybe the lightning tier will be there, and we can go get lightning tier early. Or Lightning Scarab would actually be also pretty good. I'll take that. That's not bad. Omen Killer Boots, Seppuku, great in case we're really feeling bad about it. Not really an awesome starting shop for the most part. Freezing Pots are nice, but they're not that nice. I believe they require Ritual Pots, and that's not ideal. I will buy our Dragonheart, because Dragonheart shop can include items that are going to be super valuable. Everything else kind of feels like a fat mid out of 10, though. Alright, there we go. I'll go and get this, I suppose, because it's useful. Already got the Flame Shrouding tier, which is fun, but not super useful right now. Okay. Kale did not have anything else very important. Fair enough. Okay. Alright, cool. I think we're good on that front. Let's go ahead and spend what cash we have on our level ups. Also, do we have a Somber 2 by chance? No, we have Somber 3 though, so we can already get a Somber 3 weapon. We just need the Somber 2. Cool. Great. Extra 2 points in health. Alright. So we're going to go check and see what our Godric is, and if it's, well, if it's reasonable, we'll do it. If it's not, then I guess we're going to be going to Caelid sooner than later, because the good news about Caelid is that Caelid also happens to have a... certain items are pretty much guaranteed to spawn in certain areas of the game. So, like, for instance... that almost ended really piss poor. It still kind of ended not awesome, frankly. That was a little too close for its own good. But no, anyways, bell bearings have a high likelihood to spawn exactly where you would expect them to spawn in the first place. So, luckily, one of the things that benefits us in any randomizer is that we're more than likely going to find exactly, like, bell bearings like that would be exactly where you'd expect them to be. And there's our 2, so never mind, we don't even need it in the first place. Cool! Awesome! That's awesome. Chug real quickly, because I really don't want to throw the odds. That is a meaty-ass bat. And good timing on the Ash of War for that. Oh my god, there's just so many enemies that just want my cheeks! I'm gonna fucking ignore that guy, because I do not have time for him. That is not a good item. Knight Rider Glade, though, that's not bad. Oh, I love the Fallout games, actually, for the most part. Everything up and... Well, I can't say... I don't dislike 4. 4 kind of falls off a bit hard, but I still really like... I still really like 4, honestly. No, I would definitely see myself playing a Fallout at some point or another here. I remember it being initially pretty darn difficult getting it all installed and whatnot, because the game just, it had its own set of issues and everything, in terms of, how they were functioning. Which wasn't awesome, but, sometimes that'd be the way it is. But I would probably see myself playing them. I would definitely see myself playing them.
Be proud. You are a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. You see, you are but a simple villain. Let the scars remind you. This lesson comes from Nepheli.
Is that right, Nepheli? I'm sorry. Not to beat you down with your own weapon, but like, bozo? Wow, she only had pocket change on her. That felt like a Nepheli loot drop, didn't it? Okay, Karian. Okay, so Karian might possibly be a location we have to go to. Usually the randomizer kind of feeds you items that you will inevitably need to some extent. Or at least it tries to. Don't you dare drop an item. You son of a bitch. Okay, so there's a couple more items up to our left. I suppose we should go check those out before we head into the boss fight. Might as well. 3 is stable, but didn't age very well. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. 3 did not age very well. Luckily, New Vegas always kind of felt pretty darn good to me for the most part. Like, it really did. Like, it's very rare for me to ever say, like, New Vegas did not work good and proper. Fucker. Funny enough, the Storm Winds kind of remind me a lot of the Storm Assault that What's-His-Face does. Which is obnoxious as hell, but it sure does a lot. Axe of Godfrey and Golden Slam. Fun. Okay, cool. You know what? We're gonna go upgrade our axe real quickly, and we're gonna go see. Yeah, we're gonna go see if this is enough. +3 Storm Axe should actually. I feel like that should be enough in the scheme of things. Also, wait, hang on. That did not look quite right on you, my friend. Dialos, that looked a little different than I thought it was. There we go. Hey, we got that +3 Stormhawk Axe. That feels pretty good, actually. Oh, we actually have quite a few runes on us. You know what? There's no reason not to spend runes when we have the chance to, so we're going to go ahead and spend these runes. Let's go ahead and get ourselves leveled up a little bit. Also, I just realized why I wasn't reading chat quite well. There we go. That's nice. F4 tickled your fancy? That's good, man. That's great. Yeah, I don't think F4 was like... I didn't really have problems with F4. It just... at the end of the day, it didn't quite float my cup of tea, necessarily, which... take it for what it's worth. There was a lot, I think, that was just kind of lacking from it in the grand scheme of things. The story, for one, was like... I felt like the story was not quite where it needed to be at the end of the day. But that's less on the game itself, more on me, I believe. Who is that? Is that a Makar? Makar the Grafted. Okay, that's not bad, actually. I can live with that. Like, it sucks. It's not really a difficult boss fight, but he can just kind of start stacking damage a little too fast. And if he keeps running like an asshole... Like I said, if he just starts doing that, it's a little GG's. Okay, cool. There we go. Makar put in the grave a little early, and we got our deck to half. Nice.
That is golden.
You know what? I can't complain.
One day, we'll return together.
Honestly, yeah, that is the thing about that game, is that there is so much to it that's constantly like available, like going on, that really like the end of the game is not the important part. Which, I mean, I guess the game kind of tries to help push that through how the game plays out overall, and not just like the narrative, because the narrative doesn't really do a lot for it. Fuck you.
I'm free. I can do.
Alright, we're gonna go find out what his bell bearing is, chat, and then we're gonna call it a night, okay? I know I kind of keep saying it. Oh, that's kind of funny. Well, I guess that's where Dialos' armor went. Shit. But yeah. But yeah, I think we're about at the end of the night, though. Alright, where'd that bell bearing go? There it is. Awesome. Alright, what you got for me, friend? You got our Somber 3 Jellyfish Shield, which is actually pretty darn huge. Ooh, Ritual Shield. That's also kind of massive. That's actually really massive. That's really, really nice, chat. I'm really happy about that one. Okay, honestly, not a bad Gostock. Not a bad Gostock shop at all. So, cool. Well, we have things to look forward to next time that we're back here, but unfortunately, folks, this is probably the end of the night. We're going to go ahead and call it here with just checking this man's shop real quickly. But yeah, as per usual, leave a like if you haven't already. Consider it quite grateful. If you haven't already considered it, definitely consider subscribing to the channel, because it is a great way to help out, and we always appreciate new folks around here. So, that is going to have to about do it, though. Next time, we're kind of going into it. Gideon in the fat suit, of course. Why wouldn't he be? Next time we're going into it, we're pretty much heading into either Liurnia or Caelid at this point. Our wonderful character, Bluckhole, here is doing pretty darn good for himself. And folks, that's pretty much about it for right now. So I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for stopping in. Take good care of yourselves. Get some good water. Get some good food. Get some good sleep. And genuinely just take care of yourselves. We're almost there at the end of the week. And I'll see you all soon enough. Thank you so much for stopping in. Star, Cayenne, thank you for being the best mods. And I will see you folks later. Take care for now.